if I'm Isaiah Stewart and a brawl come on and y'all motherfucker got security coming to me, you motherfuckers racist. That's why I'm serious. Y'all fucking racist.
I'm suing somebody. I'm suing somebody. I'm not even involved in this
security
shit.
at me when they brawling on the court. Y'all racist. Chill, you going for a lawsuit. I'm suing this shit out y'all. I'm not no motherfucking angry black man. Y'all gotta sit in the detail at me.
Why are we acting like bro ain't headbutt Jalen Duren first? So did Moussa Diabate really kick this whole thing off?
Well, we seen guys get, close to each other. I mean, that's just, I've always felt like that was just basketball. But I could get you off me by just pushing you off me. Like, watch out, back up. I can do that. But to put my hands in your face, Jordan, watch out. Okay, now that's something different. As a grown-up, as an adult.
That's a punch, really. Really, right. That's a punch.
That's something completely different. And I have to be prepared. If I'm taking it there, I got to be prepared to go. I have to be.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the referee got to do a better job of just calling some shit a lot earlier. That's number one. Whenever you see like fights and shit happen, it's usually a boil over of physical shit that's just not being called. And I always say, like, you want the game to be physical, but at the end of the day, ref, you got to make your judgment. You gotta see it's getting chippy and stop it. So you know how you stop it, chill? Call fouls. Call a bullshit ass foul, because then that's just gonna make them stop. If they don't stop, they're gonna foul out. But
I don't think the refs were paying attention to what they had going on, because this was boiling over.
That's a problem, though. You're supposed to be paying attention to that.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think they was, because the few possessions before, like, the physicality was evident. Like, we'll just say the physicality was evident. Few little like extra pushes after each possession, whatever, because they know they were both battling physically. The play right before that, because it came off like an out of bounds. The play right before that, Moussa Diabate like tied Jalen Duren up because he was trying to box him out for a rebound. Duren then goes to the ref trying to like tell him, like, look, he's hugging me, so I can't get the rebounds. Ref does nothing about it. So then the inbound comes, and then Jalen Duren pushes Moussa off him so that he can go get the ball, so he can set his screen. Then Duren gets the ball. Moussa fouls him. Obviously, didn't take nicely to him getting pushed. Then they came together. Duren put his head against Moussa's head. Then Moussa obviously butted him when their heads went together. And then we saw what Duren did. But it was spiraling. Like that's the point. It was. I'm not saying you could have seen it was going here. I'm not saying you could have seen it was going that far. But like, if you're paying attention to each possession before, this didn't come out of nowhere. This was
right. It just feels. But first of all, why the fuck do these guys be doing that? When that ever been like fighting? When you like get mad at somebody, you go put your head on their head. Like what? When you
I've never. A lot of sports do that. I've never really understood that. For me, that's just weird. Like, especially if someone's breath stinks.
Just getting in somebody's face. That's all. That's all.
You ain't getting in my face when you mad, boy. Don't put your head against mine. I gotta hit you now. When somebody mad,
like it's like.
You don't do that.
Most of the time, people do that, and then nothing comes from it. So it's like just a waste of time to act like you about to do something, then you don't.
Nah,
at least, like, to be fair, at least this one turned into something. Yeah, at
Jordan,
least
you've been in fights
Most
on
of
the
the time,
court.
people do that. No, nothing.
For sure, I didn't been in fight. I didn't learn my lesson from a little kid. Boy, you let somebody get close to you, they still off on your ass. Boy, I'll never let nobody get close to me when we talking. Not happening. If I let you get close to me, I'm about to still off on you. I promise you that. I'm about to get you for all that head against each. Hell nah. I don't understand that.
So you practicing social distancing in your day-to-day life.
That's what it is.
Man, I got PTSD.
I stand with that.
See where you stand in that pen? I can see where you stand in that pen. I can hear you from right there. You ain't gotta get that close to me to talk to me. I can hear you from right there.
Don't come in my face doing that shit.
You just seeing Jordan at Walmart.
The
woman in the line
don't
gets
come
a
in
little
my
bit too
personal
close.
vicinity.
I can hear you from right there, Ron. You ain't gotta get that close to me to talk to me. You do not have to get that close to me to talk.
I don't get that. I never understood.
Remember that,
Chill. You face to face with another man and y'all mad. What?
Well,
uppercutting the shit out you. As soon as you try to do that, boom, nigga, I'm
Jordan's
PTSD,
point,
nigga. Why you did that?
He actually took the words right out of my mouth. As a former official, we call it, Ron, having control of the game. And to Mars's point, that's exactly the opposite of what happened. You guys were losing control of this game. So throughout the course of the game, to everything that you was just running down, Mars, I'm screaming at the TV, get control of your game. Because you're losing control. Get control of your game. Because it was getting chippy. These guys are professionals. Not only are they professionals, even at the college level, Division I, more times than not, when somebody gets into a fight, it turned into something before that.
Yeah.
So when Jalen Duren said to the ref, yo, he's wrapping me up, that's a warning. Hey, ref, Do something about this, because if you don't, I will. And the last thing that I want to do, Penn, as a referee, is I want to fight in my game. Because if I get a fight in my game, now what's going to happen is, moving forward, I'm going to have a difficult time getting good games because I can't control my game. That's going to be a problem.
Chill. I know you were a referee, but take your referee hat off for a second. Put your commissioner hat on. How many games you suspending these dudes?
Well,
Isaiah getting 25 off the rip. That nigga getting 25.
Yeah, we might. I'm not gonna lie. We might not.
That nigga might be done for the regular season.
Yeah, we might not see beef stew to the playoffs.
Now, before you guys say that, I want you to remember who's in the front office now.
You guys know David Stern. David Stern would have got his ass up.
But not only is David Stern not in the front office, you guys do know that Joe Dumars is in the front office, and who was he a member of?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he defends.
Joe Dumars in the NBA office.
Oh, he's
in
he's
in the
NBA.
Oh, that's right. He left. That's right.
No, he went from ruining the NBA to ruining the Pelicans.
But
Beef Stew came off the bench to third punches, man. That's a long time.
That nigga gets suspended for the whole season.
To be honest with you,
he came off the bench. He came off the bench. But y'all gotta look at the whole situation, bro. Look at the whole situation. Now, obviously, he has to get suspended. But you gotta look at the whole floor. Like Miles Turner could have punched Jalen Duren when
Bridges.
Miles Bridges could have punched Jalen Duren when they was on at right here. Miles Turner proceeded to walk and stalk Jalen Duren, pointed at him, went and then tried to swing on him. Somebody got to protect their teammates. Beef Stew did what he was supposed to do. That's what he is on that. But
I'm not arguing against whether or not he was justified.
Yeah, but it was already broken
25
up.
games is crazy. Yes, it was broken up until Miles Turner, Miles Bridges rushed Jalen Duren. It was over.
Yeah, but it was
Miles Bridges extended it for sure.
Bridges
but
escalated that shit to a
He's
whole
gonna get a hefty. He's gonna get a hefty suspension.
Wait.
That man ran off the bench. Whatever he gets, he gonna get a hefty.
Whatever he gets, Miles Bridges got to get to.
Well, that's what I was about to ask Miles.
That's crazy. Miles didn't leave the bench
because the 25 games.
Miles started he didn't start the whole thing, but because he was there in the beginning, so he seen the headbutt.
Miles would have the second longest suspension to me. For me,
for sure. He threw the most punches
standing alone. He would.
He threw the most punches.
Okay. Miles, what I want to do is I want to stay with.
I'll look at this.
Am I going? Is this 25 game suspension? Because this sounds like this sounds.
I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if he's done for the rest of the regular season. I don't know how many games it is, but
that's about 20. That's where we are because the All-Star game
like
is Sunday.
I mean,
it's about 37.
Yeah, we're about.
So Trail played 50. What's that? 52. 30 games.
Okay, so 30 games. All right. So with that being said, am I getting this suspension, Miles, from you? For you in particular, am I getting this suspension from you because of my priors? I have some felonies on my record previous to this.
I mean, I don't think that helps, but the guy ran off the bench.
I don't think that even matters.
No.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. That probably I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying I don't think that helps his case. But yeah, that probably does play into it. I'm just saying if I look at it as an isolated incident, the guy ran off the bench to throw punches. Like that's gonna be a hefty suspension. Regardless of the context, which I agree with Ox, by the way. I do agree.
Like, I've never been in any trouble before.
Miles Bridges re-escalated the situation, and that led to what Isaiah Stewart did. So I agree with Ox. But at the end of the day, the guy ran off the bench.
And I've never been in any trouble. Punches. I ain't never been in no fights before. Never.
I don't care. You ran off the bench to start throwing punches.
It don't even matter. Like, you ran off the bench.
Like, the fact that you've been in trouble before probably does make it worse for the league office. I'm saying from my perspective, if I was deciding this.
Sure.
You ran off the bench to start throwing punches. I'm suspending you the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
But from Adam Silver's perspective, yeah, I'm fairly sure the fact that he's had altercations before, a few of them, yeah, that definitely doesn't help him. But even if he was clean as a whistle, he ran off the bench and started throwing punches.
Like, they suspend people for running off the bench and running back to the bench. They suspend people for that shit.
Yeah, for a few games.
Yeah, but he gonna run off the bench when it looked like security and all the coaches had it all kind of sorted out.
It did not look that way.
With his knees wrapped up and he come out throwing straight punches. Yeah, your ass tripping.
Think about this too.
I don't think he's tripping.
Think about this too, though. Look, you got to check this whole situation out. That went on for a while. That went on for a little while over there in that corner, and Beef Stew did not leave the bench. And now, like Chill said, you got priors. You expect, to me, I'm like, hey, he held it together. He held it together for a while, and then it was over, and it got a little closer.
But it was participation trophies.
Yeah, but no, I'm not talking about. But just listen for a second. Just for a second. I'm saying the situation started down there, and it went on for a little bit. Beef Stew stayed put, didn't move. It was done. Miles Bridges and Jalen Duren are standing there pointing at each other. Jalen Duren going this way. Miles Bridges takes the opportunity to come and swing on him over the top of security. Like there was people in between and Miles Bridges rushed him. I'm saying
he didn't really rush him. They both swung at each other. They swung at each other.
He swung at him, Drench. He swung on him.
Jalen Duren swung at him back.
Security guard.
Yeah, literally.
Jalen Duren swung at him back.
You got there like you was supposed to.
Yes, but I'm not faulting it. I'm saying when Isaiah Stewart ran, the nigga really was doing that shit for attention, to be real, because the shit was separated already. Like the shit was already separated. You had Duren on this side, Bridges on that side. That nigga wanted to live up to that stupid ass shit he be doing. So he thought.
I doubt Isaiah Stewart seeing this let me have my moment. I doubt that.
He could have.
Maybe
he was big.
Maybe I don't know him personally, but I doubt Isaiah
did that
Stewart
for the first
fight.
Yeah,
you know what?
Your point.
This is my chance to shine. I doubt it.
It wasn't premeditated at all.
Nothing like nigga. What? That's not why they drafted.
No, that was crazy.
It might have been premeditated.
It wasn't premeditated. He could have did that from the first get go.
Yeah.
He kept it together and it snapped. Like he was supposed to.
You know what I think?
Shout out to Beef Stew for protecting his teammates, man.
That nigga wasn't protecting nothing. He was protecting his own image. He didn't want nobody to say why Big Stew big ass ain't get off that bench and do nothing. That nigga
that's a valid question. That's what I want to know. If he would have stayed on the bench, that's exactly what I would have asked. I would have said, why the hell your ass ain't get up and do something? You ain't pinch nobody. You ain't do nothing.
That's why he did it. That nigga went to the locker room and said, "You think Detroit drafted me here for nothing?" Like nigga, he
held it together as long. As a matter of fact, Chill. I give Beef Stew credit for holding it back as long as he did.
So Penn, really quickly,
that nigga no credit.
Really quickly, Penn. So I'm going to run down something for you real quick. So in November of 21, we had the melee in Detroit where he got 2 games when they played against the Lakers. He got 2 games for that.
Fast forward, what actually happened? Don't call it a melee.
He got the
truth. What happened?
He got 2 games for that, right?
And that shit was fake too.
It was one wolf, but it was one sheep.
Yeah, he ended up getting 2 games for that. So Fast, I don't got no problems no more after that. Penn for 3 years. Then I get into it in Phoenix, 3-game suspension, right? Then I don't get, and then the next year, 25, I got a 1-game suspension because I get a flagrant 2. I wasn't fighting, but I get a flagrant 2. That same season, 2 months later, I get suspended because I'm fighting again, right? And then now last night. So with all of this being said, right, 21, 24, 25, 3 times, and 25 twice, and then 26, what am I looking at after last night?
That nigga getting 25. Like,
I mean, the league has already ruled on this, Chill.
Yeah, that nigga getting 25. That nigga came off the bench.
Based on history, he gonna get
Ron, would you like to know what the league had to say about this?
Did they already rule on it?
Oh yeah. Penn, so Penn has inside information on this actually.
Okay, so this is about to be released.
This
is about to be released.
Let me. Well, it just did get released. Thanks for sending this to me, Penn.
Absolutely.
Look at this shit. I told you.
Isaiah Stewart suspended 28
That's the rest of the regular season.
Yes, sir. It is with rehearsed solemnity that I announce the 28-game suspension for Detroit Pistons forward Isaiah Stewart for leaving the bench and engaging into something that the NBA cannot condone: effective fighting. While our league proudly supports time-honored altercations involving puffed chests, dramatic pointing, and aggressive jersey adjustments, Mr. Stewart deviated from the protocol by landing real punches with real consequences. Compounding this matter, this occurred while wearing a Pistons uniform, an organization that, despite repeated reminders, continues to treat Malice in the Palace as a genre rather than a cautionary tale. This discipline is also informed by Mr. Stewart's prior kerfuffle with LeBron James, a player the league remains deeply committed to protecting at all costs, including but not limited to whistles, narratives, and the space-time continuum. In addition to the suspension, Mr. Stewart will spend part of the summer with Victor Wembanyama and a select.
It's not.
You only just realized.
Can you guys let Pitt finish reading?
Victor Wembanyama
Start that prior paragraph from the top.
Jesus, you guys believe it. Anything look formal, you guys believe it. God damn.
Did y'all let Penn finish reading the suspension that
in addition to the suspension, Mr. Stewart will spend part of the summer with Victor Wembanyama and a select group of monks learning peaceful conflict resolution techniques such as deep breathing, disengaging, and towering quietly over one's enemies until they feel silly. The NBA remains steadfast in its values, safety, decorum, and ensuring that all fights look intense while accomplishing absolutely nothing. Okay.
Sincerely,
fire.
Yeah,
hey, boy, that was a hell of a turn of events.
No way, you guys really just allowed Penn to send tell you. You guys are shameful. That is shameful. But,
no,
thank you, Penn, for foreseeing.
That actually does turn into a 28
He's about to get suspended for being good at fighting. Can we be for real? Look, they said that the NBA condones. There's two sides of my brain. There's one side of my brain that's like, okay, it's actually three things. One thing, it's not okay to leave the bench. Okay, it's not okay to leave the bench. This shit can escalate real fast, and the conflict was pretty over. There's another part of my brain that's saying if anyone deserved to get punched in the face, it's probably Miles Bridges anyway. So that part of it, I was just like, you know what? That's cool. Isaiah Stewart might just be a secret feminist. He might be sticking up for, Miles' baby mama. That was the
that nigga was about to
Isaiah got
punching me like, who you think I am?
Miles was finna mix that boy.
You seen the way he ducked that bullshit?
Hey, Miles was finna mix that boy. Isaiah got saved.
The third part of it for me, Ox, is like, punch him in the face, man.
I
get sick and tired of this. I get sick and tired of this puff chest bullshit.
They would have just said that's what your goofy ass get, always doing this stupid shit.
I see it this way. The third part of my brain is like, what you talking about? George, the third part of my brain is like, I actually respect Isaiah Stewart for never backing down. Like, I feel like the NBA needs some version of this. Maybe not quite to this level. Maybe not quite to this level of insanity. I do believe the league is going to throw the book at him. Actually, forget that. I think the league is going to throw the encyclopedia at him. But for real, I got a lot of respect for Isaiah Stewart. If that dude is my teammate, I'm a happy dude.
I mean,
so
it's cool.
Why you going against what I was trying to say earlier? That's all I was trying to say, Penn.
Because there's two other parts of my brain.
Y'all know for a fact already. I think Isaiah Stewart for the most part be tripping. Like, for the most part, I'm always like, bro, relax. I think he goes way too far for the most part. This is the one time
you always telling me Draymond needs to be institutionalized.
Yes, and okay, and just listen, and like I'm saying, like for the most part, I'm always like, bro, calm down. This is the one time where it's like, I understand why you tripped out like that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why he was tripping like that.
This is a failure. By the way, this is a failure of the assistant coaches. Let's just be for real now.
It's not so much about that as about the part where Miles, where it was kind of like done.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you are a teammate,
hold on, and Miles came over.
You talked over me for like 10 minutes.
All right, bro, you got it.
Just hear me out.
You just yapped and read some dumb shit for like 30 minutes, bro. So stop with this shit, please.
Yeah, I realize reading is hard, but for real, that wasn't 30 minutes.
It is so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard. Okay, I'm asking you a question for real, because this is a conversation, not a monologue about Yap Sesh. I'm asking you a question. If you were anyone, if you were his teammate with his history, chill. Let me not ask you the question because you and your emotions right now.
You gotta ask your question.
Let me ask the question and chill. Okay, chill. If you are Isaiah Stewart's teammate and this shit is going down and you see Isaiah Stewart stewing in the corner and he's getting angry, but he's calm, he's staying on the bench. You sending him to the locker room if you're an assistant coach, right?
Yes.
With his So this is a failure of the assistant
coach. What?
This is the John Morant shit all over again. You got to protect them to the locker room anything happens. Oh,
you're not even.
I'm putting human detail around him. I'm putting 3 assistant coaches between him and the court.
It happened so fast. You're not gonna have.
The fight has been happening for a minute.
Pitt, I will give you your credit. You are an intelligent fella. Your brain doesn't snap that quick. Yes, they start brawling. Where's Isaiah Stewart?
Yeah. Why is everything?
No, you're trying to break that up.
He's the first one. He's the first one that I want to get out of there because I know he's the first one that's going to get involved in this.
I'm going to tell you why this is ridiculous.
The reason I asked Chill because Chill was the referee.
I'm Isaiah Stewart and a brawl come on and y'all motherfucker got security coming to me. You motherfuckers racist. That's why I see y'all fucking racist.
I'm suing somebody. I'm not even involved in this
security
shit.
at me when they brawling on the court. Y'all racist. Chill, you going for a lawsuit. I'm suing this shit out y'all. I'm not no motherfucking angry black man. Y'all gotta send a detail at me.
Wait. Listen to what he just said.
That's racist. Ain't no fucking way y'all sending no security at me when they fight. Not me.
I'm not the angry black man. Meanwhile, he charged off the bench.
But let me.
Like he was supposed to.
Let me do it first. Don't assume I'm gonna do it. That's like assuming my gender, like Mara said. Don't assume I'm gonna do it.
Jordan, with Beef Stew, I do think it's safe to assume. My thing is when the ruckus transpires, things are moving so fast and it's so chaotic. Nobody in their right mind had the time to adjust that quick and be like, "Oh, let's grab Beef Stew and take him to the back locker room." The brawl is happening at that moment in time.
Coaches, man, Beef Stew would have picked your ass up by your shirt and said, "Get the fuck out of my face."
When we have fights on the floor, when we have
escalated before he gets there, get him out.
That's exactly what coaches do. That's exactly what you see those guys do on the sideline. They immediately stop everybody from running on the floor. Immediately.
The coaches were on the floor. The actual coaches that you're talking about were on the floor trying to break the fight up with the security, the officers. The coaches had all left the benches and were helping try to. The melee on the floor was so crazy. Nobody had time to think about Beef Stew.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like y'all didn't see all that shit that was going on the court.
It was like 30, 40 people.
Wait a second. Hey, wait, Mars. Where was Ron Holland at? Where was Ron Holland at?
He was chilling.
Okay. Yeah, because big niggas
Hey, Ox, your ass is the reason why Beef Stew went and tried to show out. Because of niggas like you, y'all would have been talking about where Beef Stew at. That's why that nigga had, bro. He sat there for a minute. He said, "Wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? I gotta go get involved."
Well,
and he went and got his goofy ass ball and almost got dropped.
The thing not because Drench. The thing about it's like, nah. I see. For me, I don't want none of that in the basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you asking Ron Holland that?
Well, because he's a certified crash out, so I expect him to be in there.
I don't even think he was on the bench.
Might not even been at the game.
My only reason for this Drench is just simple as like, bro, I don't want there to be fights in basketball games. I'm cool with
right. I hate that shit too. It makes the game weird.
I'm cool with all the I'm cool with actual physical play. That's why when people say, "Oh, y'all like the 80s and the 90s, the clothes," no, I don't like that. Physical basketball isn't fighting. I'm not here for that at all. But the sound of gunshots charged me up. He started to swing and we fighting. Chill, we fighting. Like now it's up. And now as soon as Miles Bridges did that, as soon as Moussa did that, shut the arena down. We knocking all this shit over. Because it didn't have to come to this.
But I'm just saying, Ox, that nigga Beef Stew was putting on a performance last night and he about to get his goofy ass suspended. Nigga, you waited too late to get involved. This nigga waited till Bridges was by himself to run up on him when he wasn't looking like a madman and missed.
Okay,
nigga.
Yeah, but he definitely got some licks.
He was gonna get mixed.
He was about to get his ass. Bridges tried to slam him. He really should have ducked that joint.
Which he couldn't because he's too big. That's number one. Number two, Beef Stew ended up getting some licks in. Bum, bum, bum,
he ended up doing this to his
That's
head.
what I'm telling you, Chill. They about to suspend him for being good at fighting.
You can do all this dumb shit to punch like this. That shit was weak as hell. That nigga too big to be. I told y'all this shit was fake. When he do this shit, that shit fake. Ain't no real nigga gonna fight and say, "You want to fight me?" Like that shit is fake, bro.
You think he a fake tough guy? Whoa. You think he a fake tough guy?
Yes. Chill. What type of chill? You from Jersey. You've been around some street dudes. There's no way you ever saw a street nigga in a club in the street say, "What's up, nigga?" Okay, you ever seen that before?
I ain't seen Isaiah.
But if you ever see it, Jordan, you better run.
I'll tell you that. You better run.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say Isaiah Stewart is a run. Tough guy, but maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he doesn't know how to fight, but he's just very willing to fight.
He willing to get it. Like that's cool.
I don't think that makes you fake tough. I just think
saw him do this when he was about to fight somebody. I said, "This nigga is acting." There's no way you saw anybody in life say, "Nigga, I'll beat your ass." Like there's no way you saw that.
Mars, what did he say? He said, "Let's engage in fisticuffs."
Yeah, like,
oh, the good old fisticuffs.
yeah, what he said. I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich, buddy. I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich, buddy. Like, that's gonna scare you.
That's not fake tough guy stuff.
What the fuck is we doing?
I think he about it. I think he about it.
I don't think he's a fake tough guy. I just think he would have lost that fight.
He's a big dude. That's all he is. He a big dude.
Here's the thing.
I mean, hey, that's half the battle. You 6'9" charging at people. That normally wins you the fight.
That's more than half the battle, Mars. That's more than half the battle.
Yeah, but when
8
he
times
do
out
that
of 10,
weak
you
ass
6'9"
punch and he was
charging at
off
someone.
balance, he gonna get knocked out fighting like that, bro. You can't throw that punch.
That's what I said. I don't think he's a fake tough guy. I think he just doesn't know how to fight. Like, I think he's just very willing to fight. But
when you're that big, that aggressive, and that willing to fight, that's like 80% of the battle.
Oh,
right
for
there.
sure.
Like,
8 times out of 10, that's enough. Yeah, 8 times out of 10,
anyway.
But Miles
sure.
Bridges, hey, I need to see that. I need to see that like on some controlled environment. Dana White get involved in this. I want to see that. Miles Bridges.
Based on what I saw, yeah, Miles Bridges was going. It was going.
He was about to whoop the shit out of him.
So
if that weren't because anyone who wants to analyze a fight, I guess. Stewart came charging at him, tried to throw a punch. Miles Bridges ducked and went to pick him up.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't get dropped is because there were about 19 coaches behind Isaiah Stewart keeping him up. He was about to get put through the floor.
Because Miles Bridges.
If there was no one paying attention and they allowed that to transpire, Stewart would have been on the floor. Now, what would have happened after that? I don't know.
Yeah,
but Stewart would have been on the floor for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because the thing, Miles Bridges is big enough. He's big enough and strong enough to take him up top. It's not
Ron,
and you can tell he done that before. I know y'all seen them rap videos from Miles Bridges.
I mean, that's documented.
Hey, Jordan, Miles Bridges said, "You just play in Detroit, nigga. I'm from Detroit.
I'm from Detroit.
So I'm from that. You just reside there. Hey, that's where.
At least now we know Miles don't discriminate. We'll say that.
Oh no, he'll go hands for anybody.
I don't know what y'all on.
Now, Ron,
y'all keep talking.
Anybody, Miles Bridges, anybody.
So the 2-game suspension that he got against the Lakers, he incited that. That was only 2 games. The 3-game suspension that he got when he punched Drew Eubanks in the face in the back, he started that.
Oh yeah.
The 1-game suspension he got was a flagrant foul. Okay, that was him. The 2-game suspension that he got, he was the primary. He escalated the situation. Right, that was against Minnesota last year in 25. And then yesterday, did he escalate this situation?
Yes.
He assisted in escalating.
He assisted.
It was a bunch of people that escalated it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ron. It wasn't like it was dead because Miles Bridges swung on Jalen Duren. He came in and he reignited the situation. How about that? Instead of him escalating,
Miles wasn't even looking at that nigga. Miles wasn't even looking at him. That's how bad. That's what I'm saying. That's how bad that was, Chill. Miles didn't even see him. He just probably heard the big steps of Bigfoot running angry, and he probably said, "Oh, knuckle sandwich coming!" And Miles looked and said, "Look at this goofy ass nigga duck," and it was about to get kicked, bruh. I don't know how y'all see this big goofy ass dude and think like he was really about to like do something bad to Miles. Like he swung
on him. John, what you talking about?
He connected multiple times.
Chill. This man damn near slipped on the towel because he had that shit wrapped around his feet.
Nah.
That's how goofy that shit was.
He swung on him.
He got towels and shit wrapped around his feet trying to fight.
Jordan, you being funny, but you're not being serious.
Right.
I'm dead ass serious.
No, you're not.
I told y'all about this shit weeks ago.
After everybody got in there, that's when Isaiah Stewart got to doing this shit.
Right.
Like,
To your point, Ox, him swinging on him. If he connects with Miles, he's gonna drop him.
Yo, you not connected with that big old wild shit.
He was not, bro. That shit. If it was ISO, Chill, that shit would have been bad for him. Like it would have been bad if that was just straight ISO game 1-on-1.
He definitely ducked that. It was like, bam, that was nothing.
Bro, it was an easy duck too. It was an easy duck. It wasn't even like, oh shit. It wasn't even one of them. It was one of them slow ass ducks. Like, and now, Ron, look, he came with his fist balled up a mile away, running like this.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen Hoop Talk hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. Yeah, this that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.